Are you looking for the moves to get your shoulders stronger and more mobile? Then you are in just the right place, because that is what I am bringing to you in this video. Hi friends, fitness expert Britt Hall here, doing what I do on this channel, simplifying exercise and weight management for you. And today we're going to be talking about shoulder stretches and strength exercises that you can do to get stronger shoulders or deltoid muscles and more mobility or range of motion in that shoulder joint. So you're going to want to be sure and hang on also till the end, because I'm going to show you two moves that are some of my favorite that not only focus on the shoulders, but are also going to bring the whole body to the party. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and just kind of loosen those shoulders up with some shoulder rolls. All right. So we're just going to roll it. Go ahead and take those shoulders down away from the ears and lifting that head up. Good. Nice. So just some shoulder rolls, right? You can do that seated or standing. Next thing you're going to want to add in with some mobility is some arm circles. Now, I like to start the arm circles down by my sides and bring them up all the way as high as I can. So anytime when you feel any restriction in that range of motion, you just stop there and then you come right back on down again. So that was a nice lateral lift, and then we're going to come up to the front. Same thing. All the way up as high as we can. Now here's a little tricky. When we get to the middle and the front, I want you to go ahead and come out to the sides. Nice. So while we have our arms out to the sides, let's go ahead and just make a little cross here. Some little chest openers. Good. All right. Perfect. Now, next thing, I'm going to go ahead and grab a dowel. Now, this can be any kind of a stick. This happens to be the rod right out of the closet, and I went ahead and put some yellow tape on it because it made me happy. And what I want you to do is take that stick or rod. It can be a maybe a yardstick or any old thing you got, maybe a stick from the yard. Take those hands right in front of you, and we're going to raise those arms up as high as we can again. Now, if we feel any kind of restriction, then we're going to come right back down again. If we can get all the way up high with those arms, then excellent. But if you feel any kind of a restriction, you just stop there and you come back on down again. All right? And you just keep on staying in that little range of motion that you've got until you find that you can go a little bit further. If that feels really good for you, let's go ahead and open that up. Hands a little wider now, and we're going to lift up with those hands wide and coming on back down again. Beautiful. Now that's, again, at any point feel any kind of restriction, you just stop there. But if you are feeling good, you're going to take it all the way up. And then, oh my goodness, we're going to take it down and to the back. Now you want to be sure, again, we're never, ever, ever want to push through any kind of pain point or restriction in movement. All right, but that is what we're looking for. And then when we get it back there, we can just kind of hold it. If we like, get a nice stretch. Beautiful. So some great stretches there. The last thing I wanted to bring to you is a shoulder retraction. So I'm going to kind of turn to the side. It's hard to see. What I want you to think is retracting your shoulder blades. I'm not moving my body back and forth, but I'm just retracting my shoulder blades, squeezing them together, and then down into as if you were pushing them into your back pockets. Squeeze them back, and then release. Squeeze them back, and release. So some great stretches, mobility exercises that you can do. Now, then I'm going to move into some strength exercises. I'm going to go ahead and grab some weights here. I happen to have some 3-pound weights. If you don't have hand weights, you can grab some water bottles. You can make some hand weights out of some old water bottles, fill them up with some sand or some water. All right. And first move we're going to do is a front raise, very similar to when we were working with the dowel. We're going to go ahead and just raise it right to about parallel with the ground, back down again, front raise. All right, and then you always want to go ahead and include that lateral raise too. Beautiful, so 2 great movements, front raise, lateral raise. Now, if you want to bring your brain in to the workout, you can always do either a catty corner or kitty corner. I never know how it's said. Do you know how it's said? Is there a preference? If you have a preference, let me know down in the comments, okay? Catty corner or kitty corner raise. where you have one front raise and one side raise. You know how I get away from that? I just call it an L raise. So we'll call it an L raise here. Nice. So that's our raise. Now the next movement is going to be a shoulder press. Now I'm going to show you two different presses. We're going to have a front press, so we're going to come right up here, right? Our hands are bent up above our elbows, and then we're going to extend all the way up and back down again. All the way up. You can also bring it all the way down as if you were at the top of a bicep curl, and all the way back up again. Awesome. The other style of a shoulder press is a military press, or I sometimes call it a goalpost press because you're out here, all right, a wide press, and you're taking that straight up. What I want you to concentrate is always remembering keeping that elbow right underneath that weight to give it that support. All right, so those are some great movements. Now, I promised you if you hung out till the end with me that I'd give you two of my favorite moves that not only focus on those shoulders, but bring the whole body into that party. So here's the first one. It is called a walkout. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to take it to the ground really slow. We're going to push those hips back into kind of a deadlift stretch. Take those hands down, and we're going to walk out into a plank. All right, we're going to pause in that plank, and then we're going to walk it back up again. All right, that gets a really great mobility in that shoulder, getting that strength. Now, the other movement when we hit that plank is a shoulder tap. So we're going to tap one shoulder and tap the other while we keep our feet either close together for a little bit more challenging or wider apart. So one hand up on one shoulder, one hand up on the other shoulder. Beautiful. And then you can walk it on up. All right. So there are some strength moves and some stretches that you can do for your shoulders. Couple moves that you can add in to get a little bit more fun into the party for the whole body. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, I'd love it if you'd go ahead and click on that like button for me. And if you're interested in more videos just like this one, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will be bringing those to you weekly. So have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me, and peace.